Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, it's July 8th. Guess what time it is? It's time for a Shingeki no Kyojin chapter review, or as it's very well known as, Attack on Titan. This chapter, holy shit! Holy shit! Now, the guy I always talk to about this show is McWhirlpool Inc. Go watch his reviews. He's awesome. Pretty much, he was right. Next chapter's gonna be all hell broke loose. Well, guess what? All hell broke loose in this chapter. Pretty much what occurred. There's no Eren in this chapter. There's no Makaska, or Armin. They're not in this chapter at all. The name of the chapter of this one, chapter 35, called "The Boy Brightly Shining Eyes." The Boy's Brightly Shining Eyes. The manga reader had the wrong title there. It's basically the same people we saw last time. Issa, Yama, and Hajima. Oh no, that's I'm mistaken. That's the name of the author. What am I saying? Okay, basically it's the same what happened last time. We see that the Titans are approaching, and this girl, the woman there, part of the squad, say, "I'm sure multiple heavy footsteps," and then the guy comes in. Is anybody here? And it's Nanaba-san. He's part of the 104th squad, I believe. He says there's a vast number of Titans approaching from the south, distant 500 meters. They're heading here. And he's saying to everyone to get ready, evacuate the villagers, and if you don't, don your full combat attire. So, shit is real now. The shit is real. They've breached the wall. This is no fucking joke. And I'm telling everyone right now, 2 videos. That's right. There's going to be a second video on this chapter. There's going to be a discussion. At the end of this review, you'll know why. You'll know why. Okay. Basically, and one of the guys say, "Oh, from the south?" And he's like, the other guy say, "Oh, the wall got destroyed." And he says, "Oh, we'll have to postpone mid-afternoon snacks. Like, finish your work. You won't be able to laze around if you're dead. So get the move on." He's saying, and pretty much what occurs is there's this guy, Mike. And Mike seems to be like the head. He's the head of the squad. And his skills, in the squad, they are second to, I can't say this guy's name. Rosali. The corporal. That was with Eren and everything. When they were in the forest. Yeah. Okay. So, he's there, Mike, and he's saying, right in front of us, or at least as far as my nose can tell, he's telling this guy. And he says there's 9 of them in the immediate vicinity. And, these Titans are butt ugly. Like, god damn, they're ugly. Jesus. Hey, if I was gonna get eaten by something, it's not gonna be something that is ugly as that. But anyway, there's 9 of them, he's saying, which means that the wall got destroyed again. Should we hunt them down? So on and so forth, he's saying. And like most of them, some of them are like huge. Like some of them are like 12 meters tall, 19 meters. There's one in this chapter, no shitting around, is 17 meters tall. When I describe this guy, you're gonna freak. Yeah, okay, basically you see the Titans coming in, and like talking to his subordinate's telling him in the Trust District and in the district had been breached, we would have known. Have been destroyed. The scale of the damage in the wall is basically unknown. And even if only the gate got destroyed, there are no builders big enough around this area. So even Eren couldn't have plugged the gap if he were here. There's no boulders. So it's like the situation from the last time that the other wall was breached. There's no boulder. There was a boulder. He plugged it. There's no boulders. Can't really help there. And he's saying like the worst imaginable scenario is taking place right now as we speak. That's what he's telling him. Wall rose has been breached as it stands. And then this guy's referring to Mike that, we failed to find an identity of the colossal and armored titans, as well as failed to learn what other fighting power the enemy has at their disposal. This day has come, no, and he's saying to himself, he's saying to him, Mike, the whole human race has lost. And he's looking at him and says, no, not yet. Mike's telling him, no, not yet. We have only lost our moment, only the moment. Humans give up and stop fighting. We will have lost only the moment. Humans give up and stop fighting. As long as they keep on fighting, our defeat is not certain. That's what he's telling his subordinate. And yeah, I was right. 104th Squad. So they devise pretty much, and he's saying, let's fight, he says. And basically, he's telling his subordinates and the squad, we'll split up. When the Titans reach the force, we'll split up. But before that, we have to decide on which of the 4 squads we'll divide into. And we see a picture of like the plan that he's dividing, he's doing. And basically, he's saying that there will be the East, West, South, and North squad composed of the 104th Squad members and the armed scouts. He's saying not to avoid battle, but if you can't avoid it, then fight them. And if you can avoid it, just spread the word. Just prioritize spreading the word across people or settlements, split up, and keep going. For them with the South Squad, and he's saying that the South Squad with the additional chance of locating destroyed settlements in places. That's why the South Squad will have to have more people. Because the South Squad is going in the same direction where the fucking Titan is. So you get the gist here. And they're basically going in. Nothing really going on. And this one guy, Connie, his village is in the south. So he's saying that he absolutely has to go there because his village is there, and so on and so forth. And then this one guy saying, I'm coming with you. On this, of course, I will go with you as well. And the people are splitting up. That's the story. And it says the Titans reach the forest, split up, and run as fast as you can. And that's what's going on. And all of a sudden, the Titans start running. So, yeah, it's that kind of a chapter. It's that kind of a chapter of Attack on Titan where you better move your ass or you're going to be lunch meat, So, and he's like, Mike's like thinking to himself, why? Why all of a sudden Titans broke into a run all of a sudden? They're fast, they're chasing us. Gilger, I'm leaving you in charge of the South Squad. And then he's like, Mike's on. And yes, sir. And, and it all splitting up. And then one guy said, I'm going to go help him. And says, I forbade you. We need people here as well. Believe in Mike's on. In terms of, and he's like saying, explaining to him that in terms of fighting process, like I was telling you, the scouting legion is second only to Corporal Rivali. That's his name, Rivali. He is only second to him. He'll cut them all down and join us with us soon, I'm sure. Then we get a scene where all the Titans are like spread out. Like a few of them are like down and are like regenerating their bodies. And this is one ugly motherfucker that gets what's coming to him. This one Titan that has like a really huge head and a really fat body. You'll find out. I'll tell you soon what happens to him. But yeah, and basically, and he says 4 more to go. Now's my chance. I've brought enough time for all the squads to get away. And he's basically saying to himself, now I just need my horse to come back and I can leave here. Unfortunately, something happens in this chapter that made me like, holy shit. Like the what the fuck moment. And the what the fuck moment happened when he saw this deviant. Now, deviant class titans are ones that are really fast, really quick, and I supposedly you could say are able to think. He says this one guy, he's like 17 meters tall at least. 17, 18, 19 meters tall. And he's like, that deviant class really worries me. Something strange about him. This guy, he looks like a wolfman. I'm not joking around when I say that. He looks like a wolfman. Half his body is covered in hair. Like, weird. And it's very strange. And he says it seems to be 17 meters tall, or even taller, in that case, big. It's the first time I've seen a titan whose body is covered with hair like that of an animal. He's definitely a deviant class. Alright, my horse is coming back. Good boy. He won't have to hold out until nightfall. Unfortunately, the big-ass titan with the hair on his body, he picks up the horse. And he notices... He picks up the horse. He went after... And he's like, we went after the horse. No way, he can't be. And the titan is looking straight at Mike. Like, I'm coming after your ass. Holy shit, this chapter was awesome. 4 out of 5, definitely. I would give it a 5 out of 5. I'm just gonna go 4 out of 5. And he's like this. He looks like a wolfman. Ow! You know? I'm like freaking out. Wow. So he throws the horse at him and he falls off the building. And that ugly motherfucking titan with the big head grabs him and is about to eat him. And before he eats him, the huge ass gigantic titan shows up. Wolfman. I'm just gonna call him Wolfman. And he starts talking! Holy shit! I freaked out when that happened. I'm sorry, that freaked me out. This guy can talk. Can talk! Holy shit! So he starts talking to him, and he's like, just now I told you to hold it, didn't I? And he grabs the smaller titan, the big guy with the big head, and his eyes start bulging out. And I'm like, oh shit. His eyes bulge out? He crushes his head. He crushes the other titan's head. And his eye comes out. I'm like, oh my god, that's sick. And then the bigger titan is just saying, what is that weapon? The one on your hips that allows you to jump about, I mean. He's talking to him. This titan is talking to Mike. And it's like... And Mike's legs are pretty much finished. He can't walk. And the titan is looking into his ear, like trying to hear him. And he's like saying, I was pretty sure we speak the same language. Or, you're so frightened that you can't speak. Oh, I see. You see something that looks like swords, huh? Then you haven't an idea about what's in the nape of our necks. Oh well, it doesn't matter. If I just bring it back with me. So he grabs the device that allows them to jump from building to building. And after that, Mike's like totally frightened. He's like scared shitless. And then Mike's thinking about what he said to his subordinate. He says, we will have lost only the moment humans give up and start fighting. As long as they keep on fighting, our defeat is not certain. And then the big ass titan says, now you're free to do with him what you want. And just walks away. And then here comes the other titans and they're going after him. And I'm like, holy shit. No, stop. And then we see one titan eating his top of his head and shit. And then the other titan, the Wolfman guy, says, oh, so you can speak after all. but what an interesting... And then he says, but what an interesting thing they invented. Huh. And he just walks away. And in the bottom it says, no dignity can survive faced with terror that overwhelming. And that's how the chapter ends. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. I knew this chapter was going to be insane because they went through the wall, the last chapter, but I didn't know to what extent. And this was just, holy shit. Not a single, not even Eren. Here's the funny thing. Eren and Annie, we didn't see them talk in their Titan form. So this guy, this Titan, I'm going to call him Wolfman. Oh, because he's a Wolfman. He looks so much like a wolf, man, you know? He's really tall. He's got hair on, like, almost 100% of his body. And he's got, like, pointy ears. So, go figure. This is the first time we've seen a Titan speak. Think about that. This was the 35th chapter. And now we find a Titan that speaks. I'm blown away. Unfortunately, we gotta wait until August! That's the bad thing. That's the bad thing about monthlies. You gotta wait until August. You gotta wait until each month. I'm wondering what's gonna happen towards the end of this year. How far this show is gonna go. This is really crazy. I mean, man. This guy is not just a... this guy isn't just a normal, like... Because a deviant class is... A deviant class of Titans have the ability to run really quickly. So, yeah. This totally blew my mind. I'm like, whoa. Fuck. Whoa. Like, whoa. He can speak? Has intelligence? This guy, not only does that, but this Titan, to me, is another puzzle, another piece to the puzzle of what's really going on here. Because I'm telling you right now, by the way this looks, it's getting really, really interesting. We're not getting any answers, but I think we will soon. But this is just crazy. Another Titan that speaks. I have a funny feeling the Titans, I have a feeling what they are. They are rather two things. Now this is my theory. And I'm definitely, this is 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 all the way. I would give it a 5 out of 5 if we had more details about this new Titan. I think they're the evolved form of the humans. They're either the evolved form of the humans, or it's the reverse. Because this guy can talk, he's got hair on his body, he's got intelligence. Unbelievable. Unbelievable chapter of this. Unbelievable chapter of Attack on Titan. I am speechless. So yeah, this is pretty long, 18 minutes. I'm going to cut it here. Another video is coming. I'm doing one after this. Because I got to just go do a discussion and just think up, you know, for this just on this new Titan. Just on this new Titan alone. Okay? Got to bring out my theories. Okay? So, it's been Bonkai 922. It's getting interesting. Getting really interesting. Now it's really dire straits for everybody. It's like, come on, man. Damn. So, that's all I got for you guys. This is Bonkai 922. Read Attack on Titan. Read it. You guys don't know what the fuck you're missing, man. Come on. See you guys later.